This video covers the IGCSE Biology Objective 1.2.1 on the 2025 CAIE syllabus to state that organisms can be classified into groups. So what do we mean by grouping? Well, normally we group by physical features. So for example, ants and chameleons are grouped together when we look at the feature of having legs or not having legs. However, when we look at whether an organism has a backbone or does not have a backbone, ants are arthropods. They do not have a backbone, whereas chameleons are vertebrates and they do. So these organisms are not closely related based on those features. When we consider the idea of classification, which means putting living things into groups according to specific features that suggest how closely they are related to each other, we can take a look at a zebra, a horse, and a donkey. These organisms share backbone, they all nurse live young and are covered with hair, they have hooves and they do not chew a cud, they are similar in body size and the fact that they have specialized teeth. The differences in these organisms are the size of their mane, their tail, their hooves, their head and ears, and also the arch of the neck. So based on these features, we can say that these organisms are closely related to each other with minor differences. So let's talk about the importance of classification. So here we have three different ways of looking at classification. We can just divide things by how they look. We can divide things by what they're made of, and we can divide things by their location. So when we're looking at classification in biology, we're looking at the processes of natural selection which creates diverse and new species. There are so many living organisms, studying them would be impossible without classification. Classification makes organisms easier to study by knowing which group they belong in. So if I have an unknown organism, I can use its physical features to determine which group it belongs in, and therefore making it easier to study because now I already know many things about that particular organism.